Learning objective number 5 from chapter 8 describe the main methods of socialization and how newcomers can be proactive in their socialization. Mentors assist with career functions, sponsorship, exposure and visibility, developmental assignments, coaching and feedback, psychosocial functions, role modeling, acceptance and confirmation, and also counseling. Considerations in mentoring. Women have more difficulty finding senior level mentors. Limited racial and ethnic diversity at higher levels constrain mentoring opportunities. Mentored individuals tend to have higher objective career outcomes, pay, promotions, etc., and higher subjective outcomes, commitment, job satisfaction, etc. Third, socialization tactics continued. Developmental networks. These are groups of people who take an active interest in and actions toward advancing a protege's career by providing developmental assistance. Again, developmental networks, groups of people who take an active interest in and actions toward advancing a protege's career by providing developmental assistance. Proactive socialization is the process by which or through which newcomers play an active role in their own socialization through the use of a number of proactive socialization tactics, including feedback seeking and information seeking. Proactive socialization tactics continued. General socializing, relationship building, buzz relationship building, networking, job change, negotiations. Organizational culture. What is it? It's shared beliefs, values, and assumptions that exist in an organization. It represents a way of life, tends to be fairly stable over time, impacts both internal and external matters, impacts organizational performance and member satisfaction. Subcultures are smaller cultures that develop within a larger organizational culture that are based on differences in training, occupation, or departmental goals. Effective organizations will develop an overarching culture that manages such divisions. Contributors to culture. First is the founder's role, passed on through stories. Top management also has strong, sometimes conflicting impact on culture. So the first one is the founder's role. Second is the nature of the socialization process is key to the type of culture that emerges. Socialization steps in strong culture. Selecting employees, debasement and hazing. Remember that this is divestiture. Training in the trenches. Reward and promotion. Exposure to core culture. Organizational folklore and role models. Here we see a graph that exhibits socialization steps in strong cultures. It starts with careful selection of entry-level candidates, and we have here whether select or deselect. Then the new candidate or the recruited person is humility-inducing experiences, promote openness toward accepting organization's norms and values. In the trenches, then the next step is in the trenches, training leads to mastery of a core discipline. Then rewards and control systems are meticulously refined to reinforce behavior that is deemed pivotal to success in the marketplace. Next step is adherence to values enables the reconciliation of personal sacrifices. Last one is reinforcing folklore, then consistent role models. And everything starts again with the careful selection of entry-level candidates. Strong culture is an organizational culture with intense and pervasive beliefs, values, and assumptions. It gives a clear picture of what the organization stands for. Weak cultures tend to be fragmented and have less impact on organizational members. Organizations do not need to be big to have a strong culture. Cultures do not result in blind conformity. Strong cultures are associated with greater success. Assets of a strong culture. This is very important. Facilitates coordination and communication. 2. Facilitates conflict resolution. And 3rd, facilitates financial success. When the culture supports the mission, strategy, and goals of the organization. Those are the 3 elements of assets in a strong culture. But a strong culture also has liabilities. Liabilities of a strong culture are resistance to change. Second is culture clash. There's a culture clash during mergers and acquisitions. Or 3rd, there's a inbuilt pathology. Inbuilt pathology. Example, led to collapse in enterprises or organizations like Enron or WorldCom, etc. How to diagnose an organizational culture? We diagnose culture through symbols, what we see, example, opulent, poor, messy, neat. Rituals, rites, ceremonies, example, award ceremonies, dress down Fridays. Stories, underlying themes, often depict organizational values and ethics. And this is the end of